Bayonetta 2 never strives to be anything less than the purest, rarest kind of action game experience, one that values skill, reaction times, and sheer spectacle over all else. Realism and storytelling be damned. It is a masterclass in pure, unadulterated action game design, where its insane, eye-popping visuals meld effortlessly with some of the sharpest, most joyful combat to have ever graced a video game. There's no fluff to get in the way of all the action either. Unlike its predecessor, Bayonetta 2 rarely lets the action stop. The story stitching everything together is utter nonsense. A tale of a battle between the forces of Paradiso, Inferno and Bayonetta, and filled with cheesy characters, sight gags and sexual innuendos. But it's fittingly absurd, expertly pushing you into ever more outlandish and spectacular battles. By the time you reach the latter half of the game, the action rapidly escalates into multiple "whoa, what the hell just happened" moments before climaxing into some of the most absurdly weird and wonderful boss battles to have graced an action game. And really, out on the battlefield is where you'll want to spend most of your time in Bayonetta 2. Its combat is absolutely stunning. The basics are explained briefly, but Bayonetta doesn't hold your hand via convoluted tutorials. All it gives you are the absolute essentials you need to survive its early stages. It's up to you to learn more complex moves. It's in the design of the levels themselves and the enemies that populate them where you're encouraged to learn new combos and improve your skills. Early on, you'll be happily chopping away at angelic guardians atop a fighter jet before encountering quicker and more vicious enemies in vast and gorgeous looking cities. Death comes quickly to those who fail to adapt, but it's in this learning by doing that you're rewarded with a real sense of accomplishment, one that you simply don't get from being told what to do. Everything from the way a punch or a kick lands on an enemy to the detailed pixel-perfect animations that accompany them showcases a combat system that values skill and reaction times while looking gorgeous in the process. Even a few minor frame rate issues do little to detract from it, but it would all be for nothing without Witch Time, the slow-motion dodging mechanic that's often mimicked but never bettered. It transforms the already impressive combat into a sweeping ballet of guts and gunfire, culminating in the furious button mashing of a dazzling Umbran climax finish. Timing is crucial to these moments, but Bayonetta ably strikes that balance between accessibility and depth, and does so without resorting to built-in handicaps or convoluted training missions. The smooth, seamless flow of gratuitous gore and eye-popping visuals that follows the most dramatic of your encounters make for a wild ride almost impossible to put down. Making it to the end credits barely scratches the surface of Bayonetta 2. There are performance-based medals doled out after every battle, harder difficulties to try and master, and Nintendo-based Easter eggs and costumes to discover. Plus, Tag Climax's two-player online co-op is excellent too, letting you do battle with enemies not in the main game and earn bonus halos by betting on your performance against that of your online partner. Then there are the hidden battles to find in each chapter, different accessories and weapons to buy and pick up from fallen enemies, and tricky challenges that have you trying to defeat enemies without taking a single hit, but they're challenges you'll want to experience again as soon as you put down the controller. Bayonetta 2's combat is so expertly constructed and its presentation so joyously insane that you'd have to try so very hard to get bored of it all. In a year filled with the promise of ever more elaborate experiences on all these shiny new consoles, that Bayonetta 2, a homage to classic game design and escapism, should be the most fun I've had playing a game all year, is unexpected. But maybe it shouldn't have been. After all, its predecessor still stands as one of the finest games of its genre. To have surpassed that with Bayonetta 2 and to have created a game that will be remembered as an absolute classic is nothing short of astonishing.